There's a special corner of history where advertising, optimism, and absolute cluelessness collide.
Guys, Cody and the gang are at the park, playing football with Down Darius Jackson. Let's go!
A place where companies with million-dollar marketing budgets somehow decided the worst possible product name was the perfect one.
It's called Sex Panther by Odeon.
What gives? You want to do it?
Just wait till you see what I've got. It's the Wonder Boner.
Calm hair care products really do work.
Real girls. Real women.
You look back at these ads today and wonder how entire teams of adults sat around a table, nodded, approved it, printed it, distributed it, and never once said, guys, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Yes, perfect.
Welcome to the era of vintage ads so offensive, weird, or accidentally inappropriate that they get banned before they even made it out of the brainstorming session today. These weren't just misfires. They were marketing disasters wrapped in bright colors, big promises, and the kind of unintentional comedy only history can produce. And it all begins with a name so unfortunate, it became legendary. Sea molds. Now, let's glide into the ocean, or rather, into the most unfortunate swimsuit branding of the 20th century, sea molds. The ads themselves weren't terrible. In fact, they were actually stylish. Beautiful women lounging on beaches, posing in swimsuits, doing elegant aquatic activities like mounting a seal. Normal beach behavior, totally fine. But then came the name, sea molds. Not sea breeze, not sea form, not shore fit, not anything that sounds remotely pleasant or hygienic. No, sea molds. Because apparently someone thought, what do women want to imagine when buying a swimsuit? Fungus. Instead of evoking glamour, freedom, and summer sunshine, the brand went with the visual of, well, mold, growing, spreading, thriving, right where you don't want it. Selling swimwear under the name Sea Molds is like advertising mascara called Pink Eye or perfume called Wet Basement. The name overshadowed everything. The models could have been supermodels. The swimsuits could have been stitched by Zeus. None of it mattered. One glance at the ad and your brain goes, that belongs in a petri dish, not my vacation. Sea Molds wasn't a bad product, but the name killed it faster than chlorine kills bacteria. Big Yank. There are some vintage ads that make you laugh, some that make you cringe, and then there are the ones that make you wonder if anyone in the marketing department had ever interacted with another human being. Big Yank proudly sits in that last category. Born in 1919 as a workwear brand, it somehow survived decades before anyone stopped and said, wait, what are we calling this? Because let's be honest, Big Yank doesn't exactly sound like something you want plastered across your waistband. It sounds less like a pair of slacks and more like something the police would tell you to stop doing in a public park. But the disaster didn't end with the name. Their infamous Father's Day ad cemented Big Yank as a Hall of Fame marketing mistake. The poster featured a little girl leaning against her dad's leg, his Big Yank slacks proudly on display, with the tagline, here's what daddy likes. Instant arrest, zero trial needed. It's one thing to accidentally name your brand something weird. It's another thing to double down with an ad that makes every viewer want to call the authorities. This wasn't just a bad choice. This was the kind of ad that makes historians look back and whisper, we should erase this from the archives before future civilizations judge us. Big Yank tried to sell comfort. Instead, they sold trauma.
Thanks to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video. NOLA is an award-winning mattress brand known for its cooling technology, exceptional pressure relief, and long-lasting durability. I'm typically a side sleeper and tend to overheat throughout the night, so I chose the best-selling NOLA Evolution mattress. It specifically supports spine alignment for side sleepers and has built-in cooling technology, so it seemed like the perfect fit for me. My mattress arrived rolled up in a box, which was super easy to set up. I just slid it out of the box, and within minutes, it was ready to go. And after my first few nights on this mattress, I couldn't be happier with my choice. I can confidently say I've never slept better. I stay cool all night and I feel loose and relaxed when I wake up in the morning. Plus, buying online and getting it shipped straight to my door was way easier than going to the store. NOLA is unique because everything is made fresh to order in their Arizona factory. There's no fiberglass, no harmful chemicals, and zero off-gassing. Just clean, safe sleep. Plus, every mattress ships free and comes with a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. They even offer financing if you need it. I love my NOLA mattress, and I think you would love one too. If you're looking for a new bed, head to nolamattress.com/factsverse and use the code FACTSVERSE to get an extra $50 off your NOLA mattress. This is an additional discount on top of whatever is already being offered on the site, so go check it out while you can. And after you check out, you can help out our channel by telling them that I sent you in their post-purchase survey. Thanks again to NOLA Mattress for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to go to nolamattress.com/factsverse and use the code FACTSVERSE for $50 off your NOLA mattress.
Now here's the word on Sears' new Thumbs Up jeans.
Thumbs Up jeans. Sears has always been the reliable, respectable middle child of retail, but in 1983, even they had a slip-up. A very unfortunate one, with Thumbs Up jeans. The jeans themselves, fine, classic Western denim, affordable, durable. The problem wasn't the product. The problem was the giant thumbs up icon stamped directly on the butt. And to make sure viewers didn't miss the visual metaphor, the ad zoomed in heavily, focusing almost entirely on the back of the jeans. You flip through a magazine, and boom, a denim-covered backside with a cartoon thumb in a spot where no thumb should ever be pointing. The human mind has only one thought when it sees that imagery. No, no thank you. Sears created what looked like an unintentional innuendo tutorial. If someone didn't know what the joke meant before, they certainly learned after seeing this ad. The jeans themselves might have been fine, but the marketing screamed parody. It was the kind of ad that made customers squint, tilt their heads, and mutter, "I'm sorry, what?" before slowly closing the magazine and reevaluating their life choices.
As in a new tough denim that grows old beautifully. As in a new tough denim that fades and softens fine.
Mini Poo Dry Shampoo can be a brilliant solution. Quick, convenient, and clean. But back in the day, marketing teams loved giving products names that sounded like crimes. Enter Mini Poo, a dry shampoo designed for your hair, but sounding like something your toddler leaves in a diaper. The posters didn't help either. The words Mini Poo printed in bold font above a woman smiling confidently as she rubs it into her hair. It's comedy gold today, but back then, this was serious marketing. Imagine being told, hey, don't wash your hair, just spray this poo on it. There's no universe where that sentence feels right. Even if the product worked flawlessly, the name alone guaranteed psychological discomfort. You're supposed to feel cleaner after using dry shampoo, not walk around wondering if everyone thinks you rubbed something unspeakable into your scalp. Mini Poo wasn't a bad invention, it was just cursed by branding. And honestly, some curses never wash out. Macho Cologne. In the 1970s, Fabergé was trying to corner the market on men's grooming with their Macho line, and on paper, it made sense. A bold, masculine name, a scent for rugged, confident men. Then you see the bottle. It stood upright, very, very upright. Combine that with the ad, a solitary macho bottle standing tall and proud, and the marketing practically wrote itself, just not the way they intended. It was less rugged cologne and more Freudian symbolism on aisle 3. It's almost impressive how no one in the room said, "Guys, we can't do this." The bottle is suggestive. Instead, the entire team probably said, "Yes, perfect, print it, ship it." The product might have smelled great, but the visual was unforgettable for all the wrong reasons. This is the kind of ad that made men hesitate before picking it up, like, can someone else grab it for me? I don't want to be seen holding that. Even today, Macho Cologne is remembered, not for its scent, but for its shape, its shadow, and the confusion it caused. Micro, Jockey's Micro Briefs. When Jockey launched their Micro 3 briefs, the concept wasn't the issue. Men's underwear tends to have too much fabric, so offering something smaller and lighter made perfect sense. But naming them Micro was a catastrophic decision. Women have lingerie called Barely There. Men get Micro, which immediately sends one message: small, very small, too small. The kind of small men spend their entire lives trying not to be associated with. The advertising didn't help either. Proud, confident male models lounging in underwear labeled Micro, as if announcing to the world something no man wants to broadcast. The branding didn't empower men, it bullied them. The product probably felt fine to wear, but walking around knowing you're wearing Micro on your waistband, that's psychological warfare. Looking back at these vintage ads is like opening a time capsule full of questionable decisions, forgotten jokes, and marketing departments that desperately needed supervision. Every single one of these campaigns proves one thing: the past wasn't just a different time, it was a different planet. A planet where naming your swimsuit after bacteria was normal, where jeans came with suggestive thumbs, where dry shampoo proudly called itself poo, and where entire corporations somehow greenlit ideas that would send modern advertisers straight into panic mode. But that's what makes these old ads so fascinating. They're awkward, ridiculous, sometimes borderline insane, and absolutely unforgettable. They remind us why branding matters, why context matters, and why every product name needs at least one sane person in the room to say, guys, maybe don't. Now I want to hear from you. Which one scarred you the most? Which one made you laugh? Which one do you think deserves jail time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading all of them. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into marketing disasters, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Trust me, the world of vintage ads only gets weirder from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.